Business is all about money in and not money out. If you are in business and there's no money coming in, when I say money coming in, I mean sales. Are you having sales in that business? Maybe if you're a service provider, maybe you sell products online or whatever you do, is sales coming in? If not, trust me, you are not in business. You are not in business. Let me give an example. I know of a client recently. This is a client we're actually working with right now. He launched his product. When he launched, he made not even one single sale. He was asking himself what went wrong. What did he do wrong and all of that? Then he reached out to us. I took my time to look into the whole thing. I'm like, then I asked him, okay, this product you launched, do you have some kind of like MVP? Did you launch something out there to test the market, to get feedback, to at least have some kind of survey, to know what the market will say? Maybe did you do any adjustment before you finally launch? He said no. He built everything on silence, then launched, and nothing happened. On the online space, the internet is kind of like saturated right now, a lot of things going on. And it's kind of a little bit difficult to sell, at least when you're at least starting out, if you're not strategic with those things. He said no. I said, well, that's one mistake from your end as well. But in that case, we'll try to see how we can work things around and try to see how things go this time around. Now, what am I trying to say here? I'm trying to say that in every business, if there's no money in, that's not a business, trust me. Because if there's no money coming in, trust me, money is going out from your pocket. And once money is coming out from your pocket, that's not a good business. You're not even in business. Let me use myself as an example. I do a consulting business for people who want to move abroad. First of all, what do? I go out there, make content, publish, talk about different countries, admissions, study routes in different countries. People watch these videos, they get value from it. In turn, they reach out and say, hey, I want to work with you, please. How do we start? All right, that's one. Now, let me say this, for example. Let me also give a tip. This is something that took me a little bit time to learn, but let me also share it in this video. If you're a service provider, I've seen a lot of content creators, a lot of service providers, they're always selling. Of course, in every business, if there's no sales, there is no business. You need to sell, right? But you have to kind of like let it be. People buy through emotions. Let me say it that way. People buy through emotions. In your next, maybe, let me say this. Let me put it this way. Stop selling. Stop selling. And other people will be like, okay, why should I stop selling? How do I make money? Stop selling, but start educating. Just like, for example, I'm not selling anything to you right now. I'm educating you right now, right? If you're into maybe content creations, you're into automations, you're into AI, you're into a lot of this, maybe into website design, start educating. Create content educating people, business owners, website owners, and all of that. Letting them know different ways on how they can optimize their website, backlinks and everything, SEO and everything. Educate people. Once people see you as an authority, as somebody they can trust, somebody they can actually go to get information, sales now become a side effect. It will not be a byproduct. Money will now be a byproduct from it. People will start consulting you. People will start booking calls with you to talk to you, to hear your opinions. Trust me, it will be so funny to you that people who are even reaching out to you are more knowledgeable than you. The only difference there is you chose to show your face out there. You chose to educate, not sell. Recently, I was going through a comment on one creator's page, Then someone commented and said, everybody's selling online these days. Why everybody's trying to sell? Everybody's trying to take someone, everybody's trying to take money out from people's pocket. Then I smiled and I said, of course, it's true. Right now, the way things work now is, first of all, you need to kind of like do a reverse engineering. That's what I'm saying. You first educate, then sales becomes the side effect. That's where the money comes in. So for you to actually be in business as a service provider, please look into educating and less of selling. And if you're somebody who sells product, I understand, of course, it is a whole different thing. But first of all, you need to first let people know that, okay, the benefit of this product, why should they Why should they buy this? Why should they go for this new one instead of that one? Remember, people buy through emotion. Recently, I was with a client. We were discussing. He said, "Okay, I have this Shopify store, and I'm trying to sell. Which platform do you think I should sell? Should I use Meta platforms or should I use Google platforms?" I said, "Okay, which of the Meta platform do you want?" He said, "Okay, he's looking at Instagram or maybe on Facebook." I said, "Okay, Google, maybe Google Ads as well." I said, "Which of these platform do you want to go for?" He said, "That's why he came to me. He's referring to me now." I said, "Okay, now let's try to do an analogy, which I believe I've shared in this particular journal as well. When you want to buy, let's say, for example, people are now buying the latest iPhone, the latest gadget, and all of that. Let's say if you want to buy, for example, the latest iPhone 17 Pro Max, right? What do? You go to Google, right? iPhone 17 Pro Max. Mind you, what you are typing in, which is what? iPhone 17 Pro Max. You already know what you want. You're just putting it on Google. Google now will show you sponsored ads. That is sponsored adverts. People are running based on that same particular product or related product. And it depends on which one is stopping each other. Maybe anyone you find worthy, then you click, it takes you to that page. Google ads are intentional because people already know what they want. People already know what they want. That's for Google ads. It's intentional. Now, let's go to Meta platform. Let's say one evening you come back from work, you are so chilled, you're in your bed, you are scrolling maybe on Instagram, maybe on Facebook. All of a sudden, you're able to come across um, one nice video talking about the same iPhone 17 Pro Max, the unboxing, the review, and all of that. It was like, wow, this is so nice. Remember, your mind, you are just scrolling. You are scrolling on your phone. There was no intention to buy anything. You are just trying to doom scroll like normal. But that video caught your eye. Then you clicked on the video, it took you to the website, you read the reviews, and you saw everything. Then you be like, wow, I kind of like need this. Then what do? You buy. Now that website, that particular ad, what does it do? It converts. That means what? You clicked, you bought something from there. The ad now converts. The website makes money, or the advertiser or whoever made the ad makes money. That's correct. Now, in these two platforms, you see the analogy I gave. Two different platforms, but works in different ways. When it comes to Meta ads, people buy with emotions. The video you saw, kind of like it touched you, you felt it. It resonated with you. You felt kind of like emotional connection to it. That was why you clicked. That was why you bought. But with Google, when people are looking for 17 Pro Max, that is their intentional. They know what they want. They are going for the information. But the ad you saw on Facebook or Instagram, you never heard of the ad before, but you just saw it, you love it, you clicked because it resonated with you, because you connected to it. That's how these two platforms works. So when I say sales is the driving force of every business, if you can master sales, trust me, you'll be good to go. All right. So in every business, sales is necessary to grow, to sustain, to actually what? To thrive as well. So if you're watching this video, what I would say, what our advice is, learn sales and marketing. That is how you stay in business. So if you have watched the video to this point, please comment below. Tell me where you're at your journey. Maybe if you're somebody who is struggling in making sales as well. I understand. No pressure. I was once in that particular shoes before I learned it the hard way. If you're a service provider, trust me, stop selling, but educating, and do what? Sales will be a side effect for you. And if you're a business owner that's into product sales, this analogy I gave, try a way you can actually tweak it in your business and see how it goes. All right. So tell me what to think on the comment section, and subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. My name is Omasi, and I will see you guys next time. All right. Ciao, guys.